gosh, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I missed you guys. If you're new here, hello, welcome. And if you do know me, let me just introduce them really quick. I know y'all know me, Rosa Vibes. My name is Adam. I have been in social media for going on 2 years. I started off on TikTok as Rosa.
You can twerk while in a split. You racking up. Ah shit, you're here.
That was 2 years ago. Actually, this December will be my 2-year mark of Rosa's birthday. And if you're not new here, welcome back to my channel, guys. I missed you guys so much. This video, I wanted to get into the nitty gritty. I want to be so raw, so transparent. It's like very comfy vibes, like 73 questions with Vogue. I'm on my couch with my tree. Happy holidays, hello. I'm so excited to just film this video with you guys because one, y'all are my best friends. I truly, wholeheartedly, when I say that, I mean it with all that I have. And I wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for you guys. So I have you guys to thank where I'm sitting right now. Thank you so much for everybody who's followed me from day one. For those of you who have known me from the beginning, I obviously look so different now from when you guys first met me. So that's what this video is about. I'm going to talk about everything that has been posted online, everything from like my change, from how it happened to why it happened to what's gonna happen next, and so on and so forth. Just because I feel like there has been this disconnect from me and you. Like, I have been posting on social media and then like I post a month later and it looks so different, and then I look different from when I posted 3 months ago. So it's just like, what's going on? What am I doing? How am I doing it? And like, why is it going on? Everything's gonna be answered today. I'm gonna be fully transparent. Y'all are my best friends. Y'all are on my couch. I see over there, hey girly, hey sis. We're just gonna talk about everything and I'm gonna answer all of you guys' questions and we're just gonna have fun with it. We're gonna get started and hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I tried filming this video maybe like 3 weeks ago. I couldn't get everything that I wanted. Like, I would say things and it's not how I wanted it to come out. So this is hopefully my final attempt to film this video because I know what I'm trying to say and I know the message that I want to get across. I just had to get my ducks in a row. I had to get my words like worded correctly because I didn't want to be taken out of context, and like I didn't want to, like, you know, I just wanted to be able to explain what I have to explain and not sounding like I wasn't knowing what I was talking about. So I have a list of questions that I get asked frequently, multiple times. The questions that I have for this video, I made sure that they were questions I get asked all the time and questions that I get asked the most. If I am not able to answer a question that you guys still have, please feel free to leave a comment. Go to my Instagram, DM me, go to TikTok, leave a comment, go to my Snapchat and message me. I'm an open book. Y'all are my best friends. I will share anything with you guys. I will let you guys know what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, where I'm doing it. And yeah, I have nothing to hide. I'm gonna be fully honest with you guys and just, you know, we're talking. Y'all are my besties and I love you guys. Me, I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? My highest weight, I'm just gonna go all in, bitch. My highest weight was 462 pounds. Obesity and diabetes runs in my family. A lot of my family members in the past have passed away because of obesity and because of diabetes, and one of my biggest fears was ending my life too soon because of my weight. I was super unhealthy. I had really bad eating habits. The route that I was going, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to see the age 30. I had been told by several doctors even since I was younger. Guys, let me start from the beginning. I don't even know, I don't have a clear memory in my head of me ever being thin, me ever being skinny, me ever being like healthy. So from the beginning, I had doctors tell my parents like, hey, you need to get him on a diet because he's gonna gain a lot of weight if he keeps doing what he's doing and he can die at a really young age. And so I was weak. I didn't have the willpower that some people are lucky to have. Yeah, that's my journey. That's part of who I am and that's what I'm opening up to. I had help and that's what we're gonna talk about today. So the first question, I have it here, let me see, let me get it, is how did you lose weight so fast? Boom, let's get into it. So Like I said, from the beginning, from when I was younger, I had been plus sized and fat. I had a procedure. The surgery that I had was called gastric bypass. It's the RNY. And I'll put a little visual of what exactly my procedure is. I'll put a little picture of like explaining of how my stomach looks like now. Basically, they bypassed my stomach. So what they did is they connected my esophagus and they created a little pouch. They made a little pouch bypassing my stomach, connecting that pouch to my small intestine. I'll put a picture here because it's kind of hard to explain what I'm talking about. I just will show you a picture. And that's what I had done. It's a gastric bypass. It is a surgery to assist me in losing weight at a faster rate, at a still healthy rate. So yeah, that's what I had done. My highest weight before I had my surgery was 462 pounds. I am currently sitting here today. I have lost over 200 pounds. And the journey hasn't been easy. With my surgery, it is an assistance because I tried every single diet. I tried every single workout routine. My body and my mind together were not working on their own to be able to do it on my own. And it just, I needed this help, and I will repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. My journey was still so hard, and I will never let anybody ever discredit me because I know what I went through. I know what I had to sacrifice. I know what I had to get rid of. I know what I had to face, and nobody would discredit me. As much as people try to do that because of my surgery that I had, I won't let it happen because my inner battles they're like my little mental achievement awards, because people really try and sit there online and be like, you cheated, hey, you're not losing weight the right way, it's not fair. And it's like, everybody has their own journey. I will never put somebody down for how they bettered their life. I don't understand. I will never ever do that. To each their own. This is my journey. I simply did not have enough willpower, and trust me, I tried. Even before social media, a lot of people think that he got social media and he changed. Like, he got like all Hollywood, he went LA, like, and I'm like, hold on, Missy, because Missy, I had been thinking about this surgery let's throw it back, way before I even started social media. So if you guys don't know, with my surgery, it is a medical procedure. It's not a cosmetic surgery. It's a medical procedure that helps overweight patients who simply can't do it on their own anymore. It's a helpful tool for people like me back then who needed the help. And so I was thinking about this way before social media. With this surgery, luckily, since it is a medical procedure that is done to assist people who no longer can, live a normal healthy life, they get this procedure. And a lot of companies offer health insurance that covers this procedure. So it is a costly procedure. It costs a lot of money. So sometimes if you have insurance with an employer, they'll be able to cover it for you. So I did have a job way back then. I got fired, but we don't have to talk about that. I got fired from a job that was actually going to pay for my surgery when I did have the job, because I had health insurance with them. I ended up getting fired, and whatever. Point of the story is that I was thinking about this surgery way before I was even into social media. So a lot of people are misled into thinking that like I got like social media and like I'm doing this to like look a certain way for like a certain group of people, and like that is not the case, guys. I was so unhealthy, and like my people who know me, like my friends, you guys, like y'all know I was so unhealthy. And if you look at a video from back then to now, I didn't know what this surgery was gonna do for me in the long run. And I feel so good. I feel so good. Up here, it's just, if I could get y'all and like put y'all in my brain, y'all be like, damn bitch, it's nice in here. It don't smell like roaches or like I said, I was super unhealthy, guys. I will insert a picture of how I looked here before my surgery. Bingo. And I just like, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't sleep at night. I would wake up in the middle of the night and like my heart would be racing because like, oh, it was just so many health problems that I was going through and so many bad habits that I had. I was not a fun person to be around. I don't know. If you see my last video, I go into depth as to what I experienced whenever I first started here. Prior to like social media, I'm so different now, and I'm so grateful and I'm so glad that I went with the route that I did end up going with, because I'm here and I'm happy and I'm healthy and I'm so grateful. Period. Next question, darling. I did get this question a lot, only because a lot of people are going through the exact same thing as me, some people are honestly like wanting to know what doctor I went to, everything, because they want to like, I guess like I inspired them. Like, it's so crazy to think that I'm able to inspire somebody. Anyways, okay. So the question is, what was the hardest part of your journey? Girl, that's a hard one. I can't really specify or even name all of the hard parts of the journey that I have. I guess one of them, right? By the way, guys, this video is solely going based off of like me. My opinions, my thoughts, my journey, to each their own, you know what I mean? So like, a lot of people don't agree with me. A lot of people do agree with me. But this is what I thought was part of my hardest journey. Only because when I got this surgery, I wasn't expecting. I knew what was gonna happen. I knew what I was gonna have to go through. So I was not expecting my entire family, all of my friends, my boyfriend, his family. I wasn't expecting them to change their life with me. I knew what I was gonna have to do to better my lifestyle, and it was gonna be super selfish of me to sit here and be like, I can't eat that, neither can you. I can't drink that, neither can you. Oh my God, you're eating McDonald's? Get out of my face. That's just not how I was gonna do things. I had to like really understand, and you know, it took a lot of me. It was a lot of hard work from one day to the next. I had everything that I was ever comfortable with, in this being food. It was taken away from me. So when I would be with my family and they're eating and I would not be able to eat, I'm like, oh, wow. Like, that's when it hit me. I'm like, oh shit, oh my God, it's kind of hard. Because food was my coping mechanism for everything. Food was my everything. That was hard. That was really, really tough. And it's still something I struggle with today. I can't keep up with my boyfriend at a restaurant. I can't eat what my mom eats. And like, I can't have a slice of cake for dessert to celebrate my birthday. Hey, period, turn up. Like, it's just like something that I have to deal with. And I know what it is. I know what I was stepping into. So I just have to, you know, that's part of my journey. So yeah, that's one of the hard parts of my journey. There's so much more, but that one was the one that came to my head, like, oh, right there, shot me, bitch, shot me. So like I said earlier, a lot of you guys are on this same journey as me. I'm able to inspire you guys. So I got a lot of questions as to, how did you find the right doctor? What was the price? Where was it? How did you do everything? So let me answer all of that super, super quick, but informational. So it's not like, oh, when's this bitch gonna finish? Come on, finish up, finish up. Okay, so how did I find the right doctor? Luckily, I had family members who have had similar surgeries done. I also grew up with this surgery being around me. Like I said, I've been informed my entire life, guys, whether it was at the doctor, whether it was at family gatherings, whether it was at church, or whether it was at like school. It's been in my head. It's been drilled and drilled and drilled and drilled in my head, this healthy lifestyle. The surgeon that I ended up going with, I was recommended to him by a family member. I'll put his information here just because I love this doctor so much, and I completely 100% recommend if you decide to do this. Hi, Dr. Alvarez. Hello. The doctor that I chose is in San Antonio. Like, the doctor's office I went to is Sage Bariatric. Love them the most. The Price of my surgery, since it was done in the United States, I bring that up because a lot of people do go to Mexico for my surgery, which is totally fine, totally normal. It is a lot cheaper to get it done in Mexico. The reason I didn't is because I fell in love with my surgeon and I was highly recommended. We had this connection and I knew from the jump he was gonna be the one that I was gonna go to. But hey, if you can go to Mexico and find a surgeon that you're in love with, that you fully trust, save money, do it, babe. I ended up paying $15,000 for my surgery. That was the cost that covered the anesthesia, the surgery, that covered my hospital stay, that covered a year of doctor's appointments. So yeah, that's what it covered. That's how much it was. That's where I got it from. What else am I missing? How did I know he was the one? I knew going into this, I was gonna have to go, it was like a trial and error type of thing. Like I visited and called plenty of doctors and I got their vibe and I kind of like told them my situation, and this was the first doctor I told my situation and I told him what I wanted, because I was going into this knowing what I wanted. I knew I wanted the gastric bypass and I told him and he was like, okay, you can do that, but this is what it's gonna take. This is what you have to lose. This is what you're gonna have to lose out of. And I knew that Dr. Alvarez was going to be able to tell me what I needed to hear and not what I wanted to hear. Super not biased, and that's what you need, guys. If you're looking for a doctor, you need to make sure that they are going to tell you what is best for you and not best for them, or not best what's gonna, you know, make them the most money or whatever the case, right? That's how I knew. He gave me all my options. He laid them all out for me. He told me what was going to give me the best results, and that's what I loved. He was super transparent about everything, and that's what you need to look for in a doctor, because that's what's going to give you the best results. Next question is, how did you stay motivated? This kind of ties along with the question of what was the hardest part of the journey, because staying motivated was a really hard part. I had to really make sure that my head and my brain understood why I was doing what I was doing. And I had to really like see my results and understand that my life was changing for the better. Whether I had to sacrifice all the food that I was ever used to, my life was getting better. My motivation was seeing myself and being excited to see where I was gonna be a month from then, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months from then. That was my food. That I had to make that like that was my drive. I needed to understand that my life was gonna be better and I was gonna be healthy and I was gonna live a long life. I was gonna be able to get married. I was gonna be able to have kids. I was gonna be able to see my nieces grow up, and that still is my motivation. I am my own competition, guys. You are your own competition. Oh, bitch, I'm about to go to the gym right now. I'm getting motivated. Hello. I kind of want to tell you guys a story. A little quick intermission. Not really, but like it has to do with the video. So I remember making a cute little bucket list of what I wanted to do. Like I said, I was planning this surgery back when I was like gonna get it for free with my, not for free, but like a little copay moment. With my insurance at my old job. So I made a bucket list. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, these are the things that I want to do when I lose weight, right? And I'm crying again because I cried the last time I filmed this. One of the things that I wrote on my bucket list, not my bucket list, but like, what is it called? Like my list of things to do when I lose weight, was to be able to go to Six Flags and ride the rides, because I was always just like scared. I knew I wasn't gonna fit. I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of a group of people and like have them talk about me when I walked away, or like just have that embarrassment of getting off a ride because I didn't fit. I feel like that right there was a huge motivation for me, because the moment I was able to go to Six Flags and unbuckle the seat and sit down and close it and ride that ride, I was so happy. That right there was major motivation, and that made me excited, like I said, to see where I would be a month from then, 2 months from then, 3 months from then. I don't know if anybody has ever experienced that or is thinking about that. I just want you to know I experienced it, and it was it's part of my journey and it helps me, and I'm excited to see more of those things. That was definitely a non-scale victory that happened to me when I was able to ride that ride and the Six Flags workers weren't all like double checking my seat and shit. Yes, I fit. Hello, go away. Check somebody else. Check somebody behind me because I fit and I'm gonna ride this ride. Thank you. Any regrets from your surgery? I got so many questions asking if I regretted my surgery. No. Next question. I'm just kidding. I don't have any regrets, guys. Like I said, I look at myself how I was back then and how I am now. I love myself. I want to be my own best friend. Like, I wish I can duplicate myself so I can hang out with myself, because up here is so good. Right here is so good. My body loves my transformation. I feel like my body thanks me every day by letting me walk downstairs and upstairs and like not dread my day, or being able to like, you know, just do everyday things and not have to worry about whether or not I'm gonna like be alive a year from now or 2 years from now, because my health is so much better. I don't regret anything. I knew what I was walking into, and I knew what it was gonna take, and I'm so happy that I took this journey, and I'm so happy that I'm continuing this journey, and I'm so happy that I'm bringing you guys along and you're able to see this. And like, if you're going through the same thing, just know that things will get better. You are not alone. I understand what you're going through. I understand the questions. I understand how it feels to be lost, or like how it feels to like feel like everybody's against you, or everybody just kind of like, you know, like is trying to make you change. But it's like, I know what it's like. Trust and believe. I don't regret anything about it. Have there been hard parts? Yes. Has there been struggles? Yes. Has there been days where I cry because I can't eat what I was able to eat? Yes. But it's like, all those minor little things do not compare to how much happier and healthier I am. Trust me. A little McBiscuit or a little double Jack burger, like, I don't need that. I am so much happier. I feel like I can breathe. It's so different, guys. And it's a type of love that I feel, and a type of happiness that I feel that food can't give me. A question that I thought like stood out to me, and the amount of questions that I got, I was like, boom, that one right there, is what was your last straw? So good question. I had a lot of moments. I had me on narrator. I'm like, 'twas the day before Christmas. Just kidding. I had a lot of moments that kind of were like super scary and like very eye-opening, but this one in specific was by far the most traumatic to me. And like, oh, it just made me, I can't believe I'm about to tell you guys this story. I never even thought that I would share this with like my mom, and now I'm sharing it with hundreds of thousands of people. So, but that just shows how much I've grown, and like I'm able to reflect on that and like be happy now. But there was a moment in time, I tell you guys, when I say that I was so unhealthy, I was really, really unhealthy, to the point where I would get out of my car and walk from my car to my front door and be struggling to breathe, to catch my breath. It was really, really bad. So I remember walking and I had to pee. Let me paint the picture. I was getting home. I think I was getting home from Target or 54th Street. I don't even know, one of those, because I lived right by one. And I had so much stuff to get out of my car. I was by myself. I parked my car and I was gonna walk to my front door to get to the elevator. I had to pee so bad. And that was always like a scary thing in my head, because I knew I was gonna have to walk fast to get to the restroom. But I also had this fear of losing my breath and like not being able to make it to the restroom. So I got home. This was, Rosa was already created. So like I was living by myself already, and like I was at home. I was like, all right, how am I gonna do this? I have to get everything. I'm not gonna make 2 trips because I was super lazy and I just didn't want to like do all of that. So I was like, let me just get everything and make sure that I have everything. So by the time I get everything and walk to my front door, I am already exhausted. I'm breathing so hard and my anxiety is going through the roof because I have to use the restroom and I can't catch my breath. So I'm like I need to pee. I open the door and I'm pressing the elevator button, going crazy. I'm literally dancing, like going crazy. My head was just running at 1,000 miles per hour and I had to pee. And finally the elevator, that seems like takes fucking years, sorry, excuse my language, takes years to open, opens up, and I go upstairs. And in the elevator, I feel like it's the longest elevator ride of my life. With a mixture of my anxiety and not being able to catch my breath and the urge to pee, it all like scrambled. Guys, I ended up peeing myself in the hallway of my apartment complex. So when I tell you like the hallway was flooded with my pee, I couldn't make it to the restroom. I scared myself and I couldn't breathe, and I'm like, I just have to pee here, because if I try to walk any faster, I might pass out because I can't breathe. That's how like crazy it was, guys. That story, that moment right there, it was so like, oh, it's like making me anxious right now, because I'm like, what? Like, how did I get to that point? I was so unhealthy. I don't want to beat myself up too much about it, because I was weak back then. I needed help. And like, if you need help, get the help. Like, sometimes it's like your body just can't do it on its own. Your mind can't do it on its own. And that moment made me realize that I needed help. I'm happy that that happened, and I'm able to look at that now and be able to reflect and be so grateful to be able to sit here. If I gotta go to the restaurant, I'll be like, oh, I gotta go pee, move. And that makes me happy, that moment and that straw. I'm just kidding. This last question, guys, the amount of times I got this question kind of scares me, because everybody is concerned. Everybody is wondering like, hey, is this gonna happen? When's this gonna happen? How are you gonna do it? Where are you gonna go? I got tons and tons and tons of questions of asking. I'll put them up here. Boom, 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 boom. Will you be getting skin removal surgery?